Auction price. Umepata?
Yeah, my part.
So it's a European call option trading at the same exchange as an exercise price of yangu imevutika. Is it 40 ama 10?
40.
40. Trading at 40. Trading at 40. So its maturity date is 6 months from now. The current stock price is 28 and the instantaneous variance of the return of the underlying asset is 0.6. The risk-free rate is 6%. Required using that model, compute the value of call option. The value of call option. So if they ask for the value of call option, step 1 is to get D1. The step 1 is to get the D1, and this one will use the formula yenye tuliandika LN or natural log into the spot price divided by exercise price plus the risk-free rate of variance squared divided by 2. We multiply by time. What we are getting at the top, we divide by standard deviation of the root of time. The root of time. So our LN, we have the spot rate 28. Exercise price ametupia 40 plus the risk-free rate ametupia ni 6%. 6%. So you divide by 100, which will be 0.06 plus the variant they have given us, the variant 0.5. So AFM is very easy if you know how to identify the formulas and you have the variable. So this one, we divide by 2, we multiply by 6. Now this 6 times, this is 6 months, and we are doing for annual. So tutafanya aje, we divide by 12?
By 12.
By 12, we divide by 12. And then everything there, we divide by, what is the standard deviation here? Standard deviation ni ngapi? Nione kama bado unakumbuka portfolio.
Standard deviation is in the square root of variance.
The square root of variance. So if you do that square root of variance, how much?
Square root of 2. 1.4142.
1.2.
See, the variance was 2.
Variance is 0.5.
Okay, 0.5. So the square root of 0.5. 0.7071.
Yes. So we have 0.071 root of that time, which is 0.5.
Malu, why don't I see that variance in this question of 0.5? Or is it this instantaneous? Oh, okay, variance. I've seen.
You have seen. So get, I don't know your calculator, but I know you can get these. So click all M, it appear in bracket, so then you write 28, you divide by 40.
Huh? I do
All
LN.
M. Ukiangalia kwa calculator, kuna place imeandikwa LN, natural log.
Yes. I don't know whether it is 0.033, 0.08.
Is it 0.00 something? Click shift, L 28, we divide by 40. Yes, imekupa negative?
Negative 0.3567.
Yes, okay. We can just for this small. So negative 0.3567 plus, so calculate for this, you divide by 2, so 0.5 we divide by 2, 0.5 we divide by 2 plus 0.06, which give us 0.31 times time. If you divide this, it will give you 0.5. So time is 0.5.
0.155.
0.155. So add the two, negative 0.3567 plus answer. Get negative. So the total for your June is negative 0.20717. Then we get now for, is it your denominator or numerator? Numerator ni ya juu.
Yes.
So it will be 0.7071 times root 0.5. That one give us 0.49999. So if you round off, I think it will come to 0.5, or you can, after getting that, without deleting, you just write negative 0.2071 times answer. You divide by answer. So you get negative 0.4. Yes, we can use negative 0.40. Let's use two decimal place, negative 0.40. So that one is our D1. That one is our D1. What is that shows? Ikionyesha negative.
Ikionyesha negative.
Yes.
I don't know.
Kwanza umeipata hii ama ni mimi
what-
tu peke yangu nimepata hii?
Nimepata hiyo.
Okay. So ukipata hiyo, it means if you're using the normal set or normal distribution table, remember this normal distribution table or the set table, we have direction, right?
Yes.
So if you are going this way, that is a negative. If you are going this way, that is a positive. That's a positive. And from here to here is 1. So it means if you divide by 2, this side is 0.5 and this side is 0.5. 0.5. So the negative doesn't have any issue. So it only shows the direction from this normal distribution table. Normal distribution table. So unaenda the other side. So after getting out D1, then we have to get D2. We have to get D2. Have to get D2. How do we get D2? You take D1 minus the standard deviation root time. The standard deviation minus time. So I will take negative 0.4 minus the standard deviation tulikuwa tumepata 0.071. So hii inaweza rough goes tumeshapata the value. Root 0.5. 0.5. So get this one first, then we subtract root 0.751 times root 0.5. This one to give us, so we can round off to 0. So it will be negative 0.4 minus 0.5, 0.5 minus 0.5. So negative 0.4 minus 0.5, getting negative 0.9. Negative 0.9. Put two decimal place, negative 0.9. That is D2. Negative 0.9. That is D2. Still, it is a negative. Still, it is a
negative.
It is a negative. So the direction is the opposite. So after getting now these D1 and D2, D1 and D2, we have not done it because tunataka nini, the value of the call option. The value of the call option. So we have to get the entries. We have to get the entries. We have to get the entries. So entries, we are using the normal distribution, the normal tables, that is the set table, to help us to get these entries. So tutakuja hapa D1, D2. you want me negative 0.4, and then the other one is negative 9, negative 0.9. So,
Yes.
so go to that set table. I hope you have it in your past paper. Go to that set table. If they give you this question, then they must give you that set table. So if there is no set table, then you will not find this question where you're sitting. But I think calculator you set your distribution table up, but you can get kwa hizo other past papers. There is a 1 year. Hii ni gani? Sitting gani? May 2016. There is a distribution table there. So check for May 2016.
I'm there.
Umeipata?
Yes.
So if you look at there's a kuna side yenye inaenda the other side na kuna set inaenda ikiteremka, kuna 0.0 na kuna inaanza na
Na
0. So we want the one for 0.0. So utakuja 0.4. Unaenda mpaka 0.4 and then the next digit ni
Ni 0.
Ni 0 and then so you read that value which inakuja
0.1554.
0.1554. The next one ni 0.90. No, so 90. So we go to up to the 0.90 and then we go to the 0. We read the value, which is 0.3554.
3159.
So that is the entries. That is the entries. So after getting the entries, we can now get the value.
Oh, now you know what I will use.
Yes.
I always usually take that the one is negative 0.40. That is what I always substitute in the formula.
So you have interchange or interchange?
Ni mimi ndio sikuwa najua.
Oh. It is good now umejua where huwa mali unaenda wrong so that you can now correct. So after getting that now, after getting the entries, remember we have the value of call option and the value of good options.
Yes.
We can get the two, but the examiner anatuuliza the value of
call option.
The value of call option. The value of call option. The value of call option. So we'll say VC, which represents the value of call option, and then you take the spot rate, you multiply by the entry one, you multiply by entry one minus excise price, you multiply by entry 2, you divide by Euler constant. Euler constant inaandikwa hivi E raise RT, Euler constant. So this one we have it. Our excise spot rate is 28 times this one 0.1554 plus minus minus 40. The exercise time is 0.3541. We divide, not all of it. We divide this one by Euler constant, itaandika E, and that R is the risk-free rate, which is 0.06 times time, 0.5. And if you look at your calculator, that
Mwalimu, I am
LM, you need
lost.
to, yes?
Excuse, I'm lost from VC. Value of
VC.
call option.
So up to this point, you are okay, right?
Yeah.
And then, because that is the first step, and then now, but the examiner was asking us for the value of call option. So this is the formula of getting the value of call option. You take the excess, the spot rate times the first entry one.
The first,
entry.
that is PI.
That is, sorry. And D1, eh?
ND1.
Yes, ND1 is the first
one,
entry. Hiyo yenye tulikuwa tumepata hapa 0.1554.
that one I have a problem with it. I have a problem with this. The first figure in this one, value of call option is equals to.
Yes.
Hapa kwa VC equals to.
VC
value
equals to the P represent the spot rate.
Oh.
E represent the excess price.
Okay. Okay.
So umeshapata?
Yeah, nimepata.
So now let's calculator do his work. So we can get first 28 times 0.1554. That one give us 4.3512 minus. So let's get this, the other part. So 40. So Euler constant, you can get it by shift that ln natural log. So itakupea e raise. Shift itakupea e raise, and then unaandika 0.06 times 0.5, which will give you 1.03005. So this one we take now. So if you get Euler, which is e raise 0.06 times 0.5, this one to give you 1.0345. And then what about ingine? 40?
Mwalimu, it gives me 0.5. Sorry.
Imekupea 0.5? Na imekupea ukiclick shift that one umepata e power raise ama haina raise?
Yeah.
Yes?
Iko nayo.
So ukiwa nayo andika 0.06 times 0.05.
It gives 0.35309.
Ijakupea 1.0.
Hapana, ninipatia 0.5.
That is now the challenge of using different calculators.
So,
So
my calculator is
try to write before kama uja press shift, but kama uja press shift itakupea natural log.
Okay, I've seen it. It's 1 point. 0.0305.
Yes, 0.5. So that is the Euler constant. Then get the other one, say 40 times 0.3154. And then you can say answer we divide by 1.0305, which will give us 12.24. 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12.24 . 12 12.24. So it is a negative 12.24. So we subtract now. So 4.3 12
12.26.
minus answer.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Why am I getting 12.26?
Yes.
Okay.
Umesema?
Okay. It's okay. I've seen.
But this first entry hatukutafuta the other place. So this first entry at D1 and D2 hatutatumia this one T 0.0 something. Remember tunatumia a normal set table, si ndio?
Yes.
Na normal set table ni imekatwa half, which tulikuwa tumesema ikiwa hii side ingine iko na 0.5, the other side iko na 0.5. 0.5 iko na 0.5. So lazima tu subtract tujue tutabaki na ngapi. So ukikuja that end D1 ndio tupate this end D1, we have to take 0.5 minus hii end yenye tulikuwa tumepata hapa 0.1554. Natupea ngapi? End D2 you take 0.5 minus 0.354. Itakupea ngapi? Because hizi zilikuwa a minus. So hii itatupea ngapi? 0.5 minus 0.1554. This one will give us 0.3446. This one will give us 0.1846. So after getting that, now we can now use this formula. So it will be 28 times 0.446. The Euler constant will remain the same, minus 40 times 0.1846. We divide by the Euler, which tulikuwa tumejua 1.0305. So what could be the value of call option? What could be the value of call option? Yes.
I don't know whether it's me who read this thing wrongly. It should be 0.3159, not 54.
Well, which one? B1 or B2?
D2.
B2 should be
0.359, not
you take
54.
0.5 minus 0.3154. Yes?
No, what I'm saying is there at the D2, when we read it from the curve table, it should be 0.3159, not 54. 59.
From the table?
Yeah.
Oh, 59.
Mm.
59. So which means it will change that one 0.5 minus 0.359. So this one will reduce itakuwa 41.
Another question.
Yes.
This one was negative. So we don't say 0.5 minus negative, Ama.
I told you minus. It shows that it is going an opposite
direction. Okay.
Umepata ngapi?
Nafanya.
Yes. You can unaweka tu zote calculator. 28 times 0.3446 minus 0.4 times 0.1841. We divide, or to see it, we divide by 1.0305. Syntax error. So maybe we can do this separately. So get 28 times 0.3446. That won't give us.
Answer
The final answer?
2.5028.
2.50 something. So that is the value of what? The call option. But examiner alikuwa anauliza the value of call option or the value of good option?
Call option.
The call option. So that is the answer. But now what if examiner is asking the value of call option, good option? The value of good option. If examiner is asking for value of good option.
Good option?
Yes. A good option ama put option. Ini put the value of put option. So utatumia now the value of put option. Which, so you cannot calculate the value of put option if you don't have the value of call option. You don't have the value of call option. If you don't have the value of call option. So that one, you take the value of put option equals to the value of call option plus the exercise price you divide by this Euler constant. The exercise price we divide by the Euler constant minus P, which is, we know this one is a spot rate in our case. P is the exercise price. So now I have the value of call option 2.5. I will say plus 40. I divide by this one nilikuwa now already 1.0305 minus the spot rate, which is 28. So what could be the value of call option? So what could be the value of call option?
Five 5.1541. 5.1541.
5.141.
1541. 5.1541.
I got two decimal place. 5.5.
5. 15.
15.
15. Yeah.
9. Hizo point, it doesn't matter nyingi. So just so long as tumeshajua the value of call option. So long as it is correct in your book. But for me, nimeshajua tu it is only 5. Let me confirm. That is 40. We divide by 1.035. Then 28 plus answer. Subtract.
Not the answer.
40 we divide by 1.035. Then 2.0 plus answer minus 28. When you pay the wrong values, no?
Yeah, it's supposed to be 13.
Yes?
13.31.
13?
0.32.
13.32.
32.
Yes. So that is the value of a call option. That is the value of call option and put option. So there are so many, I've seen it. There is another question, I think. So now if you see that formula, because always the examiner, they will provide that formula. They will provide that formula. Yes? It is 19
Yeah.
November 2016, May 2016, I'm happy.
May 2016.
Yeah?
Yeah, May 2016, question 1.
May 2016.
Yes.
Yes, May 2016, question 1. So this question is saying a Planet Limited is considering undertaking 20 years project, which requires an initial investment of 250 million in a real estate partnership, whose a present value PV of the expected cash flow is 254 million. Planet Limited has the option to abandon the project anytime in the next 5 years for 150 million. The variance in the present value of PV of the cash flow is 0.09, and the 5 years risk period is 7%. Number one, the net present value of the project using the option to abandon. So that one we have not done it. Hatujafanya mambo na abandonment ya NBV, but this NBV it is coming ikiwa na hii formula, so it's not an NPV question, so that's why I bring that NBV questions to confuse us, and don't comment on the result of your model's pricing model. So the challenge here is now to identify, which one is our excise price and which one is our spot rate. Yes?
Yeah.
Because if you have the formula, then this other thing could be very easy. If you have the formula, so in FM, make sure that you write the formula. That is your guideline. You write the formula and then you write down the variables. So from there, then zingine usicalculate inafanya kazi yake. So utaandika,
Yeah.
how do we get D1? D1 P over E. This is the natural log plus R, the variance 2 time we divide by the standard deviation of root time. So unaandika variable. Do I have the spot rate? Do I have E? Niko na R. Niko na variance. Which niko na time. So time tumepewa 5.
20 years.
Ni 5 years ama 20 years?
20 years. Abandonment time is 5 years, but the project is 20 years. So I don't know which one.
Now, look at the question. The question anakuambia,
the net present value of the project include the option to abandon. That is now 5 years.
So you get the 2. So kuna, that's why that question is 10 marks. So we have the option of continuing with the project, which that one, it will take 20 years, right?
Yes.
And then we have an option, the second option of abandoning the project, which it will take, we will do up to 5 years. And then from that 5 years, we do what? Tunaachana na?
Nayo.
Tunaachana na. So utafanya for 2 years, 20 years, and 5 years. Now, our spot rate ni ngapi? The present value of our PVC is expected to be that one. Tulijua spot rate is the current price. Ama umesahau spot rate? Tukifanya money market and forward market cover, we said the spot rate is the current price at the market. At the market. So you can see here in our case, the spot rate is 254. That is in a cocoa juu, that is the initial investment, that is the initial outlay. So it will not be our excise price. Obviously, it will not be our excise price. So which means our excise price will be what? No. So isn't the ukiangalia hii ingine tumeambiwa the limited option to abandon the project at any time in the next 5 years for 150. So that will be our excise price for the second option. But for the first option, the excise price ni ngapi?
Ni 250.
Ni 250. The excise price ni 250. The excise price ni 250. So but so R tumepewa R ni ngapi?
R 7%. 7.
Variance
0.909.
0.90. And then that is the first option. This is option 1. Go to option 2. Your P 240, your excess price 150. These will remain the same. T